Chosen one, chosen one, chosen one. Tell your mama, tell your sister, tell your friend, tell your cousin. We are back, y'all, with another one.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
So listen, y'all, the word for today is ride over. God told me to tell you on today that ride is over. Those seasons of those revolving doors, people coming in and out your life, playing with your emotions, over. The seasons of you sleeping on yourself, thinking that you can't do better and be better, over. The seasons of the devil stomping on your mind, telling you what you can and can't do, over. The days of you playing it small, over. God says the ride is over. What was is over. I'm calling you into new. It's over, baby. It's over for the people that try to walk over you. It's over for the enemy. It's over for you thinking that you cannot do better. It is over. The ride is over. It's time for you to get off. Ride over, game over, done this day. So listen, y'all, before we get into the video, I thank you all so much. I thank y'all for just rocking with me. I know I say that all the time, y'all, but listen, I know everybody cannot donate. I know that. But y'all, listen, just your heart, just you wanting to sow into this ministry, wanting to sow into me. I appreciate that. All of you that's leaving comments, y'all, listen, that means a lot to me too. When I pour out into y'all and y'all feedback and give me, encouraging words, that means a lot to me. I want y'all to know that. For all of you that's been able to donate physical seeds, financial seeds, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Your little means a lot. Your little means a lot. Y'all have been helping me push the kingdom forward, and I just love y'all so much. I really do. God has been so good to just connect me to some great people, y'all. I love y'all. Listen, so let's get straight into this word because we ain't playing with the devil in this season. Them days are over. He had his moment. It was fun while it lasted, but this day right here, it belongs to you. This season right here, it belongs to you. God, like I'm waking you up to the new, I'm calling you to bigger and better. It belongs to you. 2023 belongs to you. That's the attitude you need to have right now. 2023, it belongs to me. Everything is shifting around you. Once you get it in here and here, baby, listen, the atmosphere have to shift. Get right or get left. Get right or get left. That's the kind of attitude you need to have with these people around you, because the enemy is working through whoever he can. They need to get right or get left. Ride is over, baby. We ain't playing no more games. It's done. And so this is a prophetic word, y'all. I had a dream this morning that I had gone back to an old neighborhood, a childhood, an old neighborhood. Somebody dropped me out. I don't even know who the guy was. He took me to the neighborhood, and I say he dropped me out, but I felt like he left me in the dream. He left me. He took me to this neighborhood, and it was at nighttime. He took me to this neighborhood that I was familiar with as a child, and then when I was looking for him to get ready to leave, he had left me. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll just walk home. Even though it was nighttime, I'm like, I'll just go ahead and walk home. So when I got to the entrance of the neighborhood and I began to turn right, there was a guy that was coming up, and he was just like taking his time to turn the corner. And so my ladies, you know that, guys, listen, I love y'all fellas, I do. But sometimes the thirst be real, right? And I'm just being honest. It's not everybody, but, sometimes guys will do a little bit extra to get your attention. Cool. So as the guy was turning the corner, he was slowing down, like waiting for me to acknowledge him, waiting for me to entertain him. And so I'm like, I already know what time it is. I'm not even going to entertain you. I'm not even going to look your way. So he was holding up traffic, turning his corner so slow, trying to get me to look at him. Finally, he saw that I wasn't entertained. I wasn't acknowledging him. I wasn't even going to, look back and try to see what was going on. So he turned the corner. He went on about his way. I kept walking too. But in this neighborhood, there was a basketball court to the right. So as I continued to walk, y'all, I came across this basketball court. And as I came across the basketball court, there was a guy and a group of people on the basketball court. And I heard the guy calling my name. And I'm like, somebody know my name. And so as he called my name, he called the first name, but the last name wasn't right. And so I began to ignore him too. And he was like, I know you. I know who you are. And so he said it again, my first name and the wrong last name. I continued to ignore him. Until finally he called out an old address that I used to stay in as a child. He called that address out, and I was like, wait a minute, he do hear me. I mean, he do know me. And so the moment I was like, oh, he knows me, let me go over here. Because again, y'all, I'm in the dark, I'm walking home, I don't know anybody. This first guy's already, slowed down, which was kind of creepy, but yet I'm still walking, still moving forward. But this guy, he was on the court with a group of people. And he was like, when he called out that address, I'm like, oh, he knows me. So let me go over here. He was like, yeah, you can come over here and be with our group. So I went over there, and y'all, when I went to the group, it was just kind of like, for what? Like, I'm standing there and nothing really happened. Like, he called me to the group and nothing happened. And that was the end of the dream. Listen, baby. God says, ride is over. Ride is over. Let me tell you exactly what he said about this dream. God says that ride, that person, that defense mechanism has taken you to your stopping point. You must get off the ride. It or they can no longer be your transportation. This walk in which I'm calling you to shall be traveled alone. Ignoring my signs and commands will cause you to be stagnant. Leave the past behind and step into your new. Leave the past behind and step into your new. Step into a new way of thinking. Step into a new way of being. Step into a new way into how you respond to people, places, things that used to serve you. Step into a new beginning, baby. He says, ride is over. That ride, that person, that defense mechanism that has taken you to your stopping point. I told y'all when I got into that neighborhood, that guy left me. He took me there, and when I was looking for him to go back home, I could not find him. It's done. It's over with. Some people have literally left your life, and you may be questioning. God said, that's over. They took you just enough far. They took you as far as you could go right now. That's over. That's completely over. Yo, the enemy trying to send distractions as I'm doing this video, but you're a liar. That's completely over. That ride, that person, that defense mechanism has taken you to a stopping point. You can no longer say, I'm just this way. That's just how I am. God says, I'm calling you to a new. That just how I am mentality, that worked for you back then, but not in this season. I got bigger and better for you. So how you used to be, how you used to show up, that don't work for you in this season. That's done. That's dead. That's over. He says, you must get off the ride. You must, I put in caps, you must get off the ride. There was not even an option. This man left me. He left me. I didn't even feel no type of way about it. I'm like, cool, I'll walk. Fine, I will walk. You must get off the ride. It or they can no longer be your transportation. This walk in which I'm calling you to shall be traveled alone. Y'all, I told y'all it was in the dark, and as I was walking, I was by myself. Some of you are literally walking out this journey alone. And it feels like you're in the dark, but you're not. You have stepped out of darkness into the marvelous light of Jesus, and you're walking heavy. You have stepped out of that darkness. It feels like darkness because we don't know what our next looks like. We don't know. It's uncertain right now. And that situation, that circumstance, it builds our faith. So God put us in positions like that so he can build our character, build our faith. He give you just enough instructions for you to make the move, but he don't give you every single thing because he wants you to build your faith. He wants you to trust him. This walk in which I am calling you to shall be traveled alone. Ignoring my signs and commands will cause you to be stagnant. I told y'all the first corner that I turned, this first guy was in his car and he was waiting on me to acknowledge him. I got over that hurdle. I got over that obstacle and I continued to walk. Oh my God, this is so prophetic. I continue to walk in faith. I continue to stay focused. And then next thing you know, Satan sets up his next obstacle. Satan sets up his next stumbling block. This guy over here. And you know it was Satan because he knew my first name, but not my last name. Somebody knew you when you were, but they don't know you now. They know just enough to try to reel you back in. And the moment you bite on that bait, baby, you're going to be stagnant. I told y'all the moment I was like, okay, I'll come and stand in your group. There was nothing. There was no results to that. There was no fruit for that. I was just standing there. It's like they called me over there and then I disappeared. They didn't acknowledge me no more. It was just like, I know you. Come over here. The moment I went and stood with their group, it was nothing to that. I'm just standing there. God says, ignoring my signs and my commands will cause you to be stagnant. Leave the past behind and step into your new. Step into your new. This walk that you're walking on will cause you to be an outsider. You will be set apart. You will feel like you're lonely, but you're not. You're not. You're just walking alone. You're doing this thing alone, but you're not lonely. Don't let the devil tell you that. Don't sit and go back and forth with your past. Playing pity pat with the devil. Letting them come and play with this. Play with this. Your heartstrings, your time, your mind living rent-free up here. That's the work of the devil. He'll do just enough to pull you back. Send this person that you've been praying about, so you think. They got all the attributes, so you think. And God, like, that ain't the one I called for you. They not for you. Just because you were comfortable with this person in the past, just because y'all built the relationship, just because this position, all of that stuff worked for you in the past, don't mean that's what I'm calling you to in this season. Do not turn around to the very thing I'm releasing you from. Ride is over. Game is over. Whoever's in your life that's not serving your purpose, that's not building you, that's not edifying you, that's not pushing you forward, they gotta go. This is where it stops. You must get off the ride. You must get off the ride. He says, ignoring my signs and my commands will keep you stagnant. So you can play around all you want to. We have choices. You can play around all you want to, but it will keep you stagnant. As a chosen one, God already predestined your life. He already has plans for you. So now that you have come into covenant with that, that is already done. The thing is, we don't want to be in the wilderness and in this bondage longer than we have to. And when you ignore his signs and his commands, that's what happened. It turned into 40 years of wandering. When God is like, I'm calling you right now into your new. I'm setting you free right now. All I need for you to do is obey. Do not look back. Don't bite the bait. Ride is over. Ride is over. I love y'all so much. I love y'all. I love y'all. I do. Listen, we're growing. We're becoming. We're moving ahead. We're doing better. We're being better. Does it happen overnight? Absolutely not. But what God is asking you for is a willingness. A yes. Once you give him that, he will work out the kinks. Again, I told y'all in another video, he's not looking for perfection, but what he does want is a yes. Your obedience. That's it. Ride is over. Done. I love y'all so much. Until next time, y'all be easy. Peace.